Hi everyone in English 1301, it's Dr. E and I'm here with your final weekly video. So big congrats, we have made it to our final couple of days of the summer session. Things definitely felt like they were moving quickly, and they were moving quickly, so I hope you are really proud of all the effort and the time and energy you put into the course. I know that I really appreciate everything that you've done, but we just have a little bit left to go. So remember, when you log in, to take a look at these reminders. They are related to kind of the food journal collection and the multimedia project, those kinds of things. So again, just make sure that you're keeping yourself up to date in terms of any of those reminders. If we head to the content area, we can look at our final weekly module. And so we don't have a lot on our agenda because last week was our pretty intensive week. And as I'm filming this, some of you may be finishing up when it comes to our finishing up work related to the collection or work related to the multimedia project. I know that, again, as I am filming this, we are having an outage when it comes to some of the technology associated with my Lone Star. Although there are alternative methods to log in, I'm going to try to get that information sent out in an email, which, again, some of you may not look at regularly, or some of you may not be able to access again through the regular routes, but everything should be taken care of by midday on Sunday. And we, again, don't have the ultimate deadline for that food journal collection until midnight on Sunday. And the same goes for the multimedia project. Remember that the multimedia project had that hard deadline of Sunday because we do have our responses to colleagues due by Monday. So we need to have everything submitted so that we can then respond, we can interact with one another. Remember that you're responding to 5 colleagues about their projects, right? So the purpose here is to engage in a kind of online discussion, going in, looking at their projects and their ideas, engaging with them about those ideas. And to get full credit, it needs to be more than just kind of that quick response like, hey, I love your idea. Engage with the work they've done, engage with the ideas in those paragraphs, right? In order to get full credit. Pretty straightforward there. And then on Tuesday, or by Tuesday, you have a course reflection that's due. And this is really just a way to kind of reflect over the semester, or our summer session, and give me feedback as your instructor. So if we scroll down, you're watching what will appear here. We don't have anything to review because we're heading into, the final couple of days. I did put the link to the multimedia project here so that you can respond to one another. Again, we're talking engagement. We're talking, show that you've read their ideas, show that you've looked at their work. And it would really be great if you, make sure you're finding people who maybe don't have people who have responded yet, because sometimes our habit is to go in and just kind of click the first people who have posted. So scroll through, see if people haven't had any engagement yet because they posted at a different time, whatever the case may be. So just spread out your feedback. And then the course reflection is in the survey area. So if you click on this, it will take you to the instructions. And really, y'all, this is one of those assignments that's just fully for me, right? You are essentially going to get a completion grade for this, and I'm not going to look at your reflection until everything has been great. Like, you will get a grade for this, but I'm not looking at the information until essentially the summer session is over, because I want you to feel comfortable in being really honest with your feedback. Sometimes, if you have a grade like this, and a professor's going to be looking at it, you might have the tendency to hold back or to kind of sugarcoat that feedback, and I really don't want that to be the case here. So I'm just looking for different feedback and input, and some of them are kind of multiple choice, some of them are more open responses, that kind of thing. So again, please feel free to be honest. There's, I'm not looking at it until the course is over, so you do have that kind of freedom. Okay. And I have to grade those manually because they are considered a survey, so they're not even when you hit the, submit button, you're not going to see a grade. But know that I am going in and I can manually see them. But just make sure that you've submitted, right? Just make sure you're at the end, you've hit the submit button. And I'll try to go in pretty frequently and update those grades so that you can make sure, that you're seeing everything. Because if you go to the grades area, everything should be updated at this point. I think the only remaining items are those things that are still kind of to be submitted, like the food journal collection, the multimedia project, and then any of those bonus assignments. I've gotten to some of them. I haven't gotten to all of them. Okay, I think that's all for this week, but of course, let me know if you have any questions or concerns related to any of this work. I so appreciate every single one of you. It has been, as far back as I can remember, the least stressful summer session, because y'all are very self-motivated, and when you have questions, you're reaching out about them, and giving me plenty of time to get that, response to you, or you're reaching out with enough time so that you can get the response and then make any edits or updates. It's just been great having that kind of open line of communication that you are all utilizing. So I just want you to know, again, I so appreciate all the work and time and energy you've put into this course. I hope you've taken some things from it, just in terms of, yourself as a student and yourself as a writer. Or, if you take anything related to this idea of food and its ultimate importance in a lot of our lives, whatever the case may be. I know I always take something from each time I teach this course and share these ideas with students. So again, appreciate y'all so much. Good luck. Good luck with everything this week, closing things out, and definitely feel free to keep me posted on how things are going and how you're doing. But again, find some time to also enjoy the summer, but stay cool. All right, good luck.